Learning to read is a milestone that opens up an entirely new world, but for many school-age children who struggle with reading, the process can be frustrating and downright dejecting. Reading Partners Baltimore changes all of that, empowering young readers to keep at it with the help of volunteers in the community. Joining me now is the executive director of the program, Jeffrey Zwillenberg, and Patty Bond, a volunteer. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So for people who don't know about Reading Partners, what exactly is it and who does it cater to?
Sure. So we work with students in grades kindergarten through 4th, and we use community volunteers to serve them during the academic day. And so volunteers can sign up with us for a minimum of 1 hour a week and get to come in and work one-on-one with the student throughout the day in order to help them get better in reading.
So they go right to the school then?
Yeah, so they go right to the school. So we work in the school. We have a classroom that is our reading center, and we kind of transform it into a reading center for Reading Partners. And then we work with our volunteers who come in every day to work with the kids.
And Patty, how long have you been doing this now? You've been a volunteer for a while now, right?
Yes, this is my second year at Robert Coleman Elementary, and I love it. I really look forward to it every week.
So how did you find out about it, and what made you even want to get started?
A friend of mine was involved, and when I told her that I was looking for an opportunity to engage more personally in the community, she suggested Reading Partners, and I jumped on it right away. I love language, I love reading, and I enjoy being with young people.
It's nice to be able to share something that we're already passionate about.
Yes.
So how has the process been for you? Do you have one student or multiple students?
It's been great. The nice thing about Reading Partners, and one thing that sort of got me over the initial reluctance to get involved with the new program, is they have a curriculum all set up. So you show up, they have a curriculum for you that you can work with your student. I go twice a week this year. I upped it to twice a week because I was enjoying it so much. I have one student that I get to work with two sessions a week, and I get to see him progress through the curriculum.
I can imagine that bonding is something nice too, that relationship that you have with the student as you're helping them learn something that they're going to use their entire lives.
Yes, they're eager.
Yeah.
He's very excited when I come, and other students are also always coming up to me in the hallway and saying, "Can I come? Can I come?" And I'm like,
That's
"We just need more
awesome.
volunteers."
Yes, yes. And you talk about this program being a resource multiplier. What exactly does that mean?
So Reading Partners wouldn't be able to do what we do without volunteers like Patty and then some 900 volunteers that we work with. And so because we're able to use volunteers, we can just really serve hundreds of kids, where if we were having to pay these people through salary or part-time work, we just wouldn't be able to have the kind of reach we have. So being able to use volunteers, we're also in a AmeriCorps program, which allows us to really spread our impact throughout the city. And so both of these two things work together to really help us have as much impact as possible.
And you guys have been around now for how long?
Yeah, so this is our 6th year of programming. So we started in January of 2012. In that first year, we were just in one school and 41 students. And so now, 6 years later, we're in 18 schools. We're going to try and serve 900 students with about 1,100 community volunteers.
That is amazing.
Yeah, they're
Talk
big
about
numbers.
that impact and what you've seen in these last 6 years. It's been amazing.
Yeah, so I think when we think about impact, we always want to think about 3 things. So what's the impact on the student? Like, how are they getting better at reading? We want to think about the impact on our volunteers. Are they having a meaningful and enjoyable experience? And then there's also, what's the impact we're having in the community? So how are we helping the city of Baltimore, the state of Maryland, think about how do we focus on young kids? How do we get them set up to be successful? And how do we all rally around this need that kids need to learn how to read to be successful later in life?
This is amazing. So people are going to be watching right now, and they're going to want to get involved. It's the beginning of a new year. How do they do that?
Yeah, so it's really easy, right? So you can go to our website, you can call our phone number, which I know will go up on the screen.
Yep,
And you just simply call,
readingpartners.org.
and every day we're getting people reaching out with an interest to volunteer. So just make that call, visit the website, and come help us serve the students.
Perfect. Jeffrey and Patty, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate that, and we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after the break. Stay tuned.